Vice President J.D. Vance has a very good friend. His name is Elbridge Colby. I've got to know Elbridge. Extremely thoughtful man who is against the Bush junta philosophy, as we have seen, as I articulated in the previous segment, about this ridiculous gathering that they're doing. Elbridge Colby has been nominated by the president, because he earned it, to be basically the third in line at the Department of Defense. It's called the undersecretary for policy. Very, very important job. Extremely important job. So Elbridge Colby is not that controversial. In fact, he's incredibly qualified. You can listen to his conversation with Tucker Carlson. He's thoughtful. He understands the issues. He is as good as it gets. And he has written the premier book on the rise of the Chinese Communist Party, on the looming danger, the clear and present danger of the CCP. And for whatever reason, we haven't been able to get a good answer. His nomination has been stalled and is being opposed by Senator Tom Cotton. Now, thankfully, we're moving in the right direction here. Senator Tom Cotton, I've known him for quite a while. I have nothing personal against him. I don't. I think he's phenomenal on immigration. I think he's great on crime. He's the one that was encouraging the president to invoke the Insurrection Act during all of the Floydapalooza stuff. So he's great on a lot of issues. On foreign policy, we are on completely different planets. I've said that before on this program. Tom Cotton's foreign policy views are indecipherable from that of Dick Cheney and Bill Kristol. And you don't have to take my word for it. You can go look at the information and see what he says. His criticism when it comes to Ukraine is that Joe Biden did not do enough. He said we did not send enough money. We did not send enough weapons. That was his criticism on Ukraine. You can look it up. Please find the tweet, guys. I could read it on air. And so what's really going on here with the Elbridge Colby, Tom Cotton collision is that it's a philosophical and a worldview schism that is unfolding. I've now sent out 2 tweets. They've been seen millions of times, about 7 or 8 million times, asking the question why Senator Tom Cotton is getting in Elbridge Colby's way to become third in line as one of Trump's picks. We don't know the answer to that question. It's probably because Senator Tom Cotton is getting a little worried that the Bill Kristol, George W. Bush foreign policy regime is coming to an end. It is sunsetting. Now, of course, every senator is able to ask robust questions, to get assurances. All of that is fine. But it goes beyond that. Senator Cotton has called the president directly, trying to undermine Elbridge Colby's nomination. Senator Tom Cotton has been trying everything he possibly can to derail this and saying, oh, no, I'm actually not trying to derail it. A lot of this is behind-the-scenes stuff that is now, of course, publicly reported. I'm happy to say, though, that Elbridge Colby is now meeting with Senator Tom Cotton, and hopefully that will proceed. But I would love for those of you in the great state of Arkansas to chime in and to give your opinions, or anyone. How would you feel if Senator Cotton or other senators like him decide to vote against President Trump's nominees? It's not enough just to do Bobby Kennedy and Cash. All that is great, Tulsi Gabbard. But now we are talking about the inner workings of these departments. And Elbridge's book, which you guys should all check out, The Strategy of Denial, American Defense in an Age of Great Power Conflict, is one of the most thoughtful pieces of work. He is resolutely pro-Israel, obviously America first. And the criticism that they have against Elbridge Colby is that Elbridge basically has written that he does not want to go to war against Iran. That's it. That is their criticism. He has been very clear that we should not get into a kinetic bombing campaign, a ground war against Iran. And for that, it has resulted in a tension point. And you're seeing the ideological rift unfold. And I have been helping lead the X and the Twitter chatter here. And again, I hope Senator Cotton does the right thing. This is not against him personally. But I can tell you if he does oppose some of these nominees, that the grassroots of Arkansas are not going to like that. They're not going to like the fact that President Trump won a declarative mandate election and he's not able to get his cabinet positions in and his sub-cabinet positions in, deputies, third in control, fourth in control. We have one tweet from Senator Cotton about Ukraine. No timidity and half measures. Time to send Ukraine the weapons needed to end this invasion. Well, we did send the weapons. Did the invasion end? Of course not. So, Senator Cotton, hope you'll do the right thing. I know you're meeting with Bridge. Get behind his nomination. Do so publicly or vocally, or else the grassroots won't be happy.